Welcome everybody to Faith Encounters with Jared Terry. This is part 2 of my conversation with Chris and Lorraine. Listen, they have been asking, y'all have been asking, when is part 2 coming? When is part 2 coming? We ain't gonna wait till Saturday. Today is the day that we are going to premiere part 2 as we get deeper into this conversation. Listen, if you can relate to what is being discussed here, let me hear from you. Talk down in the comment section, reach out to me in my DMs. I want to hear your story. So without any further ado, let's jump right in.
And at the end of the day, I said, my biggest disclaimer, I've never always done everything right. But one thing I can be sure is that God did not lie to me when I was 28. And what the things that he told me that transpired, and he told me when I could, I'm not wrong. And God ain't gonna lie to me. There's nowhere in the world that we live in this world and people be thinking that they the only ones that hear from God. What's the point of praying then if we can't? If we can't do what God told us to do, then what's the point of even going to church? We gotta believe y'all. So you mean to tell me I can't pray for that? I'm crazy. So let's say this. I'm crazy. I'm mentally unstable. You telling me that you want me to keep serving, but whole time I want to kill all y'all. You tell me I can't pray to God to deliver my mind. God ain't told me, he ain't told you yet that he gonna deliver my mind yet, but you want me to keep serving? I'm crazy. Alright. Like that's insane. That's controlling too. That's Leviathan spirit. You want us to serve you, but you want to be in full control of how we do things. And that if we say that God blah blah blah, we are lying. And we're gonna die.
Sick and all that stuff.
But then I remember when it was you. I remember seeing the good, the bad, the ugly of folk, man. I remember some people they don't want to talk about that. I done seen some things in 14 years, man. Everything I'm saying ain't no lie. I done seen it. I done seen behind closed doors how stuff can go down. But then, some people, they just don't really know where they stand with folk like that. And they be ready to go head first and feet laugh at somebody that will really never do the same for them. But as long as they keep kissing butt cheek, they'll act like they would. All right, wait till you find the truth. Let people know the truth of how you feel about them so they can figure out if they want to stay in your life or not. Quit being afraid. Let people know how you really feel. Let them process and let them allow themselves to know if they want to keep dealing with you. And people won't do it because they'll lose everybody. Let them know. You got folks sitting on your lap and you don't like them. Prime example, you got somebody that did everything. Hospitals, stayed at the hospital. Whatever was needed to be done, we was there. And then as soon as we found out how you really felt, why should we still be there? We have every reason not to be there, especially when we found out all the time. Like, mind you now, ain't nobody come to our wedding. We couldn't even have a wedding because there was so much church going on. I'm gonna say this though, God. We couldn't even have a wedding because we had so much church going on. We was planning on having it. We had to put it on the back burner because blah blah blah. We said okay.
That ain't. So.
Talk that stuff here.
Tell your truth.
We asked. Hey, can we have the wedding here? Yes. Get the planning, dress.
Counseling too.
Originally, usually the family of the bride buys the dress.
Yeah. That's
what happened. The dress is still bought and paid for.
Shout out to Sharon.
So, we got married in September. So, months before that is when we asked to make sure, because I'm a planner.
Right.
I don't like things out of order. If I'm finna plan something, it gotta be in order. Especially you're doing a wedding.
Right.
Gotta make sure you got flowers, girls, men, all this. So maybe a month and a half before we was finalizing everything, we went back and he asked again. Are you sure we can have the wedding here? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I didn't tell y'all that. Huh? What? So he was like, "You lying? You did tell us that."
Now this is leadership.
Leadership,
Yes.
dog. Mind you, now all the folks that, hey, we gonna be as Who came to the Justice of the Peace? Boy.
My uncle, one of the members of the church, his best friend,
Boy, Nick.
and my best friend slash my god kid's mama, my sister.
Trash. Jessica.
There's only a few people.
Yeah.
'Cause they have like a little area
Mm-hmm.
where you can sit out there and you can watch it.
Yeah.
So, you know, folk could have came
Mm-hmm.
My
if
parents
they
ain't come,
really
bro.
wanted to be there.
Yeah, like the ones that said that mattered to me the most. Like, mind you, now you gotta think about it. All the years I served,
Mm-hmm.
and I was there for other people when they got married.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, man, my bad, bro. I had to work. Yeah, I remember my mom getting up going to get her hair done. She yeah, like I'm thinking she gonna be there.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas, people excuse words.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't know I wanted to be there. So you mean to tell me all this counseling stuff that transpired, you knew not to be there?
And announcing it.
So here's the kicker. So we ended up having a therapeutic session during the time they were under another leadership.
Mm-hmm.
That story crazy too. And long story short, it came out that they did not want us to be married, and they did not want me to marry her. So you mean to tell me out of all this monthly counseling? And I said I didn't even want you to counsel. I wanted you to be a mom because originally your original son was the one that hurt your heart anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not him, so I actually wanted you to be a full-fledged mama. Don't worry about nothing. Just put the clothes, put the colors on.
Yeah.
Come and sit in the front row and be a mom. You couldn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
You telling me we going to go to corral? We want to go to corral, nigga.
Golden Corral.
Nobody want
It was
that.
crisis, yeah. So like that day, I was getting ready to bounce that day. I couldn't find my keys.
Mm-hmm.
I got up in it like, bro, people was getting ready to about walk out, but luckily the ones that was there, man, shout out to them.
Mm-hmm.
They really made sure that we got down to the nitty gritty, and we supposed we came to understand it, but no, it never happened. We supposed we had came to work. It was a plan that was devised to help do this, that, and third, and get some balance. Oh nah, because they thought, people be thinking some of their members finna get took. Can't nobody go nowhere if they don't want to go nowhere. You can't. I can't be stolen by no church if I don't want to go.
Right.
Now it's different when somebody got you at gunpoint and they throw you in the back of a van. Now I don't know. I'm getting in the van now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying. Now if they trying to get you in the van, I'm gonna take that book. So I ain't letting them take it.
Oh, that's so sweet.
But you gotta understand, like everything that's down here, like this right here, this marriage is a loan that God gave me there. We're loaned to one another. We don't belong to one another. So if you in the church and people in the church be acting like not only is survival of the fittest, but it's our church better than your church, all y'all wrong. Cause don't nobody in there belong to one another. All of y'all are loans. You're wasting your fellowship because you're at odds at one another. And so if somebody leaves a church and they go to another church, let them go. They chose to go. Now if you got like leadership out here, really out here sharking, stealing folk, that's something they gotta give an account. But nobody's going to go anywhere they don't want to go. You cannot be stolen, sir, ma'am, shim, blim, bim, yeah. Jesus,
So to answer the original question, I don't trust leadership.
And I don't
Like
trust
I
people.
don't trust
I love people.
people at all.
I got all our
Like because
I don't
of
trust people.
this. Like it has
PTSD.
been really hard for me to even trust anybody that has a title. I mean, yeah, I have spiritual parents, whatever, but it's been tough to actually even go to church
It's trouble.
because I don't trust leadership.
And I be wanting her to go to church. I be telling her, I'm like, why you sitting at home? No.
And then in that meeting, what really pushed me back was it was said that they didn't trust me anymore.
But why?
It was never an answer given.
The reason why she wasn't trusted anymore is because apparently in today's time, there's only one person or niggerette in charge. And whole time, that's the problem. So, long story short, it was said that they felt that Lorraine was going to replace my mother. And I told both of them, then I said, y'all are two totally different people. This is my wife. You my mama. You can't get upset that now that I'm married, there's another woman in my life that has priority of my attention. Not doesn't have my full attention, has priority over you. And you could not accept your role anymore. If the Bible says a man is supposed to leave home and cling to his wife. I left home and I cling to my wife. I gotta get to know her. Every day I get to know something new. I don't know her. I'm learning my wife every day. We don't know, everybody don't know everybody fully.
Right.
Because you're gonna find out, I'm thinking that I like vanilla ice cream. Right next thing you know, she know I like vanilla ice cream. What if she come to the crib and I told her I don't like pecans. Then all of a sudden I got a taste for pecan ice cream. She comes back, I thought you didn't like pecan. Well, apparently I do that. Taste buds change. People change. So, like I said that. You this, and that. I said the only way, and I stand on this with my 5'5" self. The only way. Any person in my life that I've accepted, given a role to, a place in my life, whatever. The only way you can lose that role, lose that place in my life, is by you doing it.
Yeah.
I would never want to just say I'm done. Like, there are some people now I don't have to cut off in life. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But when you got top roles, when you top shelf wine, everybody ain't trying to let you go and you top shelf wine. They gonna pay for the bottle.
Right.
The only way they're not gonna pay for the bottle is something wrong with the bottle now. So the only way this relationship is gonna end is something wrong with you. All right, is it gonna hurt? Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's just like right is right and wrong is wrong. I stand so, and I told like this situation, and it was like 3 or 4 other situations of the same caliber. Everybody wrong with you. Everybody wrong. Advil, all these bottles, they make billions of these bottles a day. You mean to tell me every bottle that go to you wrong? What's the problem? They make trillions of this Advil bottle. Every Advil bottle that one person bought, every time they got it, it had lesser pills out of all the trillions. So it was always you, right? All right. Obviously you taking pills. Obviously you doing something to the bottle. It can't be out of treatment bottle. You don't want to never get all your pills.
Right.
Come on now. Ain't no way. Everybody in the world getting all their medicine but you. And y'all getting the same bottle. So everybody wrong with you? Everybody? And it ain't always the devil neither. People it be people, man.
Sometimes it's just you.
You be involving the other side. Like I said, what was that mean? How the devil, which Friday was when tell your daddy I said hi? That's exactly how the devil be. That was God tell your servant I said hi. That's how I be. That's how I be. Like, good God. Tell your servants I said hi. That's how I be. Everybody wrong. Everybody. Because people gonna hear, they gonna be like, ooh. They gonna be relaying at the end of, like I said, man. Listen, man. I'm not promoting violence. I'm not provoking war, wrath. I'm telling my side, and guess what? I don't talk about this. So whoever, pastor, peasant, pope, duck, wolf, ever said, Chris said nothing, tell them to come see me, because they know they lying. Because I stay to myself, because listen, man, I can go from 0 to $1 billion, and I ain't got time to go to jail because I got bills.
Right.
So, and
And I was the cause of us leaving the
I almost went to jail today. I'm gonna tell you what happened today.
leaving.
Go ahead.
Can I tell them what happened that day? I'm sorry.
Tell
I told my wife
story,
to talk,
man.
but I'm gonna let it ride. Listen,
Tell
bro.
your story.
I'm gonna tell you what happened on the day that I left. That day I left, it was this preacher dude, man. And to this day, man, I wish he'd just stay over there because the dude was wrong out of the gate. On this particular day, a lot of stuff was said. I was just like, I really wasn't feeling that whole day. So after, like, you know, I felt that the drumming had ceased. I was just like that. So I had worked that morning. So there was a lot of things said to me that put more ice on the cake. I just said, all right. Because this was during the time where the Lord had already told me this one. Well, was I? I was after 20, what, 30? I think I was 30, right? Yeah, I was 30. No, yeah, I was
Somewhere
on. Yeah, somewhere up there. It was after the Lord had told me the little time out situation. So I go in the car, I'm chilling, and then they did some shorty get in the car. I look over at her, and she got this face like, I'm like, you alright? She was like, Chris, just pull off. I was just like, nah, what's good? You know what I mean? Like, don't let me pull off, but we already here. I'm about to get my Homer Simpson on. You know what I mean? So tears started falling down her face, and she was just like, they told her that she need to stay out of business that don't concern her. She doesn't need to try to figure out me as her husband and that it should remain between like the people, like my parents and God, and that if she do, she's never going to be able to have kids, and the Lord is going to continue to make up her. Yes, bro. What? I said, I'm taking you home. I said, I'm taking you home, and I'm coming back, and I'm touching it today, right? I take her home, you know.
No, you got your phone.
Yeah, I'm gonna get there. So I take her home, right? I like, boom, I ain't got my phone. I'm like, I'm finna go. I'm thinking that they gone. I get to the church, and they up in there having a rah-rah party. They talking Stone Cold Stunner, junk, Austin 316, triple beer cans in both hands. Ka-ka, they over there talking crazy. I walk in the door, everybody stop talking. That's how you know when somebody talking about, or they talking about something they got nothing to talk about. I walk in, one talking about some come give him a hug and stuff like that, and I was just like, nah, I ain't about none of that. And they were like, and I was just like, I said what I said. I was just like, so you mean to tell me y'all really comfortable telling my wife that she can't have babies because she's being my wife by making sure I'm okay, and y'all niggas mad because I'm not kissing y'all butt cheeks. Like, I was ready to tussle, but wasn't nobody ready to fight though, bro. So I went and got my phone, and I left. But before I even left, like, when she said what she said, God had said, yeah, that's it. When she said what she said, that was ice. Why would I stay in a place where I'm ready to beat up all y'all? And people can say, well, no, yeah, it did. It happened. Stop the cap. Some of y'all bald. Stop the cap.
Right.
So, like, man, I remember that day. That's the day I got drunk. That's the day. That's the day I said, boss. Man, I remember one time, man, I was so fatigued. I remember I thought I was finna die in the church, man. I was looking at my body swell here. Wrist swelling, ankle swelling, muscle cramp. I couldn't even play no more. I told Scotty while we was playing, I said, bro, I gotta start. I said, I'm hurting. So he was just like, all right, so boom. So then he calmed it down. He was just like, just let the loop play. I got up in the middle of the praise break and went outside and sat on the edge of the road. And legit, I had the devil on one side and I had an angel on the other. And the devil was legit talking so much to me. He was just like, look at them all in there. How y'all in there shouting and you out here about to die? Like, look at you. You over here sweating. You mean to me ain't nobody come outside and check on you, but everybody got something to say. Everybody care about you. Like, real talk. I was starting to get so mad. I said, God, what do I need to do? The Lord told me, he said, go in the car and lay down. You need rest. Don't go back in there. Go lay down. I got in the car. I got in the trunk. Because this is during the time we had one car. I laid in the trunk and I went to sleep for about maybe an hour. When I woke up, like I was in and out, Lorraine had got into the car. Nobody said nothing to me. She asked what was wrong to the outsider. Nobody said nothing.
Because I thought he was in the bathroom So in the middle of them
Oh yeah, I went off on her too.
prophesying and preaching or whatever, and I'm just like, where he at?
Mm-hmm.
I called
So,
Scotty.
I actually went to the car
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, what's wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Why you in the car?
Mm-hmm.
So that's when he told me what was wrong and what the Lord said.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of this playing and nobody's seeing that you're drained, you're hurting, and you need to lay down. Like getting off of work on a Sunday morning, working 12 hours,
Mm-hmm.
and you still want your drummer to come to church and play his heart out. You pumping, you priming, you hollering, you screaming, and yelling at the saints to get up to praise God. If folk really wanted to praise God,
They would.
it tells you come in with a praise. Praise on your lips and your hands and your feet and your heart. It don't always have to be a shout. Praise is different types of forms.
Mm-hmm.
But you ain't realize your son in the trunk sleep.
I called my boy, and I broke down. I was telling, I said, bro, I thought I was gonna die, bro. My boy broke down on the phone. He said, Chris, I didn't know. Like I'll never forget. Like that was one. Like he honestly did not know, and he was just like, man. So he said what he said. And it's like people know.
Yeah.
People know the truth, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? This ain't something that, people make up that I'm making up. Like, real people really know. But then you got some that they got to keep riding that wave, man. And they ain't got to. They ain't got to keep dealing with it, man. They really can move on with their life because they've been compromising their life for so long that, like, I mean, I'm not saying that God ain't moved this, that, and third, but like, how far have you gotten since then? Like, have you really been getting what God been telling you, or you only been getting bits and pieces, or forced pieces that people be giving you, that you be thinking be God? No, like, it's some people, man, that can really be doing, like, way more different things, because God told them they would. I didn't get a chance to, like, get featured on, like, records and stuff like that, or play for over 500 stuff, people that he told me I could, until I had to make... And did I want to make? No, I didn't want to leave and make them type of decisions. I wanted to stay. I wanted to keep in there because that's all I knew.
Right.
But now, like, I mean, there's more out there. There's more than just one preacher. There's more than just one apostle. Like, it's people out here that really care. You know what I'm saying? That really want to see the best for their people. But sometimes we can't get to that because we either afraid to make that transition, or we told that we gonna die if we make that that transition, or. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever somebody's stronghold may be. But sometimes, like, and some churches won't allow you to make the hard choice because if they can't have control or be in there, they don't want you to do. They don't think that's God. Okay. You think Jesus Jesus ain't make all the easy decisions? None of the decisions that he made were easy because he still knew the outcome at the end. So, yeah, like, it was hard. It was hard sending a letter of resignation. And I remember I was sitting there working, the Lord said, it's time to send it. I told him I didn't know what to say. Write down what I tell you so don't add nothing else to it. I wrote what he said. It was sent. We go on vacation. Our first honeymoon since we had been married 3 years. We hadn't had a honeymoon in the 3 years we were married yet. We was in Virginia, boy. Let me tell you something. That was the greatest thing I ever experienced. We had a nice room, boy.
Yeah.
Glory be to God. Boy. I mean, and Lorraine, no, I'ma always talk about jump, man. When we got down there, bro, let me tell you something. I had a time. We could have stayed for 2 weeks, Mr. Brown. I said, man, let's stay 2 more days. Let's stay the weekend. Like, I had a good time.
Yeah.
And I remember it almost got anywhere. I had got a phone call. I don't appreciate this, that, but this is what y'all trained us. We were taught to give letter of resignation. So we did. So we still did the right thing, and but because you felt that you had wrong with it, all right, that's the case. We done seen people leave ministries through Messenger, and they sent us the letter. Mind you now, because Shorty was the secretary. We get the letter. We get the whole. We ain't asked for that. We get so we gotta get a letter to them. And after we get a letter, why y'all get this? Because we seen how you live. And they never said that. All right, that's your word. It's your thing. Do what you want to do. Yeah.
So I want to say this. So all of this has been weird to me because I grew up in a ministry where it was always love, where it was not we throwing shade over the pulpit. It was always teaching you how to flow through ministry. Because as you know, my family, they have a church. And that's the church I grew up in. And I still go from time to time. It's always asked, are you coming home? No, the Lord ain't tell me that. But like I feel the love over there, even though they're family. And they always, because I didn't meet them until 2003. Because I didn't know them, like, actually when I was a child. So I was in high school when I met all of them. And, like, when my aunt passed away, I was just like, I can't be here, and she's gone. Like, it didn't feel like real. Because I know the teaching she brought us up on. I knew, like, how she helped us with the homeless and how to evangelize and do missionary and all that stuff. And you come out of that and go into that. There's so much trauma. Like, you're not used to being somewhere where you're comfortable, being somewhere where God is actually moving, being somewhere where nobody's prophesying, oh, your womb gonna shut up, oh, you're gonna lose your life, or this, and this. When you come from comfortable into messy, that's like, it's unbalanced.
Right.
Like, I wasn't used to that. And I'm still not used to anybody trying to prophesy to you, telling you, oh, you're supposed to be at this church. No, the Lord ain't tell me that. You can't prophesy to somebody trying to say where you're supposed to be.
Why would the Lord tell you and not tell you?
That's crazy. But like, yeah, man, I know you still over there. Knowing, and they know I don't be there.
No, you're not.
But like, yeah, man, we could really use, like, you know, if you felt like coming to play your 7th, 3rd, man. I don't know how much you was making over there. Like, people done said it, bro, but like, no, boy. Like, I'm telling you, I ain't want to play. I ain't gonna play for nobody. The only reason why I play now, I wanted to get back in church. Low key, I wanted to be around it because the church I do play at, you know what I'm saying, they straight, it's older. But I'm grateful to be playing again, man. And ever since I said, you know what, I want to play, I done played on some albums, you know what I'm saying, like studio recorded, like it's crazy, like, yeah, like I done been in music videos, and now it's just like, anytime I get behind the drum set, I'm just glad to be back there, bro. Yeah, I am. I'm just glad because I don't want to play sound the same. I want everything new. You know what I mean? Like all the stuff I didn't take the time out to learn back then, I gotta learn it now. You know what I mean? So I be playing from a pure heart, man. I be grateful just to be back there now. So anytime you ever see me play, you know Chris gonna be back there grooving for number one. I'm gonna be over there getting right. That's just gonna be me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shorty be telling me all the time, like I'll be back there, you know, doing what I be doing. That's fine. Cause I mean, but now it's just like, you know, I'm just really glad to be back playing. Like I really enjoy playing now again. Yeah. Because I'm back there for the right reasons. I'm not back there to hide. I get off the inch. I won't play if I ever feel like I'm hiding again. I just stop. Like, yeah, I ain't gonna be there this Sunday. Get a check to somebody else. Because that ain't that important to me no more.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
and I'm grateful to actually be dancing again because
I
really was finna hang it up.
I know.
Literally. Like, I wouldn't. I was about to take all them garments,
Mhm.
put it in one of them black trash bags, and throw it in the trash can. Cause I was done.
Mhm.
Because even though like I had back surgery
Mhm.
and I was like, okay, I'm gonna just chill out for a little while until after my back surgery, after the doctor said, okay, you're clear to go back to work and you're clear to do daily routine.
Mhm.
So even that same year, I was forced twice to dance. Like forced. Like at that point, it really wasn't that I didn't want to dance, but my spirit was not right.
Mhm.
So I didn't feel like I needed to be in front of the saints
Mhm.
trying to pour out into a song or movement. And my heart's not right.
Mhm.
My heart is pissed off
Yeah.
because I'm getting all these negative prophecies.
Mhm.
You better say that word like that.
For you to tell me, oh, this gonna happen to you if you don't.
Mhm.
Bro, what? God don't work like that. So that made me want to hang it up.
Mhm.
When I've known since I was little that this is what I was supposed to be doing.
Mhm.
But I didn't know like which road to take until I moved to North Carolina. When I moved to North Carolina and got the prophecy, hey, the Lord said, he said, I'm supposed to be doing what? Like I literally like sat on it for a few days.
Mhm.
I had to make sure
Mhm.
this is what the Lord wanted me to do. Because
Yeah.
I remember, I was dancing when I was very, real little. But that was just for a little while.
Mhm.
But then I got older. And the Lord wanted to tell the woman of God, he what? 'Cause I don't know nothing about dance ministry.
Mhm.
That was then.
Mhm.
But then I couldn't sleep for 3 days.
Yeah.
So when you know you can't sleep for 3 days, oh, okay, Jesus, do what you want.
Mhm.
So he finally told me, like, okay, I need you to. So I went to the dance store. I didn't know what I was getting. So I had to ask the lady. Like I knew, like it was something that God wanted me to do.
Mhm.
So I couldn't sit down on it. But then when that happened, it's like, I don't want to do this right now. Which I know I needed to, but I didn't want to be forced
Gotcha.
to do something when my heart wasn't right.
Mhm.
When my heart was hurting. When I was trying to still heal in the midst of I'm getting daggers thrown at me.
And at one point, I wasn't really seeing it like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I remember she used to, like I remember, I would say my real eye awakening was when she was supposed to have went to this woman's meeting.
Mhm.
And, cause mind you, we only had one car during this time, so she was gone for a minute, and like I felt real uneasy.
Mhm.
So I'm calling. I shouldn't be taking this long. So I'm calling. She ain't answering the phone. She ain't texting back. So she finally called me, and I was just like, "Yo, like, why y'all still here?" And like her voice, she was talking like she was trying to hold back tears.
Mhm.
And I was just like, "Man, forget all of that, bro. Go outside, like, nigga, what's going on with you?"
Mhm.
And she was just like, "I'm gonna call." I was like, "No, you finna tell me right now."
Mhm.
Like, so she went outside and she stepped across the street. And she, like, in that whole meeting, bro,
Mhm.
all they did was tell her what they didn't like about her.
Tell me what they didn't like, or one of them was like that I think I'm it. I think I'm better than anybody. Girl.
And she can't tell me. It's supposed to stay between them. They told her that she couldn't tell me. Man, I said, bring me the car.
Mhm.
And she was like, well, they about to pray. No, you are dismissed. Bring me the car.
Mhm.
She brought me that car. I called my mama just like, yo, I'm finna pull up. Tell her what's going on. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, hold on, man. I'm gonna meet you out there. I hung up the phone. I didn't give him time to finish. I called the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, me be at the, because
Mm-hmm.
I'm finna blankety blank blank blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on? I'm like, nah, forget all that. Me be there, cop. Hung up the phone.
Like, it wasn't my fault that people had low self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't get me wrong. I have not always thought I was pretty.
Mm-hmm.
You make it dance.
I've been bullied,
Mm-hmm.
so it wasn't easy to get over that stump.
Mm-hmm.
So what helped me get over that stump when Fantasia came out with the song "I Feel Beautiful."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was over then.
Yeah.
It was over.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to tell myself, girl, you fine as wine.
Mm-hmm.
You pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't let nobody tell you you ugly.
Right.
Don't let nobody down your spirit.
Mm-hmm.
So for that person to be like, you think you it, girl, I am it.
And mind you now, they had just had this whole spiritual awakening session in the middle of, and they talking about how they loved her. And then that following day, that Sunday, they came out and they were talking the same rah-rah. It's great. So boom, I get there. I ain't even care, bro. I walked in. I'm like, so which one of y'all blankety blank blanks got something to say about Shorty? Cause we can definitely get it going.
Mm-hmm.
Someone was confused.
Mm-hmm.
And then the ones that knew what I was talking about, I looked dead at them. So one of them was like, you ain't even supposed to know, it's only supposed to be 20. I was like, y'all ain't supposed to be talking about church business. Y'all up here talking about this man. Fight me. You know what I mean? So one talk about something, I was like, meet me outside, bro. I'll knock your old bro. I'm ready to go crazy.
Yeah.
So by that time, I had already done left, man, because when nobody trying to touch, I had done got to the crib, man.
Mhm.
Man, I mean, and that wasn't okay. I was hot.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know what I'm saying, she bawling her eyes on the phone. I'm seeing him when he coming out. Even my dog was pissed off. We ready
Right.
to go to war.
Mhm.
Just imagine if I took kids with him.
Mm-hmm.
So I get back home. One of them called and apologized.
Mhm.
Because they was like, they didn't know that was going to go on. Like I said, some of them was in there confused.
Yeah.
But
Probably didn't
majority
know
of them knew what was going on.
Mhm.
But when it started going on, all of y'all agreeing.
So one of them called and, tried to make amends.
And that was the only one that called.
The rest of them, man, they be talking. Like I said, people, it got that way because when the issue was supposed to have been dealt with and the understanding was supposed to have been agreed to, folks lied in the church, at the altar. They lied
Mm-hmm.
to save face or whatever. And as time went on, more people became involved that should not have been. And now they're in a situation, in a dilemma that has nothing to do with them, and they don't know the truth. They think they know the truth.
Mm-hmm.
They've heard a narrative that's either is not correct, or it's been watered down or falsified or something. Because if people really sat down and really heard what we had to say, they'll think different. If people really knew, like, it's being said that we go out here, let me tell you something. I told her, I said, before we got married, I cannot defend you if you lie to me.
Mm-hmm.
You got to tell me the truth first before I can even stand up for you.
Mhm.
Because if I stand up for you and it come out that you lied, not only am I going to have a problem, I'm going to have to deal with it, but we going to have to talk.
Yeah.
You will be surprised how many pastors,
Mm-hmm.
bishops, apostles, members, current, wanted to be, probably shoulda, coulda, woulda,
Mhm.
have hit her up,
Mm-hmm.
telling us what has gone on over there. We ain't said not one word. We ain't looked for it.
Mm-hmm.
Text messages. I still got an hour video
Mm-hmm.
of when they called her phone. I told her to bring me mine. It's still on my phone. It's an hour long
Mm-hmm.
of them telling us how they were getting phone calls about how they don't agree with my decision. They don't agree with how I'm still with Lorraine. They don't like anything that has to do with Lorraine. And the person that gave us the call was telling them like, that's your son though. You still supposed to respect and love and cherish your son. They was like, how do you feel so much? How you feel so many different ways about somebody that used to sit in the hospital with you after you had your surgeries? Anything you ever asked them to do, they was there. I can't see that about that. I can't see that about Lorraine. If people really know Lorraine, what's being said now, it don't line up. Because too many people know her. But now, because too many people know her and she done been in a certain place, now she a church hopper. Yeah, I done seen subliminal posts, all types of stuff, bro. Like, but everybody that's known her outside of you have always said good things about her. So everybody else with you?
I'm a member of a church when I'm not.
Yeah, they thought we was a member of somebody's church. Like Bloodball Music is a record label and like a outside ministry. It's not a church home. We just be in the community doing things. It was said that was a church. People have even went as far as went to the leader of Bloodball Music to talk about us. Excuse me. And they called me and told me what happened. They were just like, well, certain things the Lord don't want me to disclose to you, but for what he do want me to share. And he told me, he was like, well, just don't say. I was like, I'm not going to say that because it ain't no point. Obviously, that's what they own. Ain't nobody said nothing. Not on my end. Ain't nobody said nothing. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, and every time, like, all it does, it's disappointing, bro. Like, I'm not even mad at it no more. I just become more and more disappointed. Like, because of so much time is being wasted. Like, it's this simple. If you don't want to apologize, don't. Not to me. But I want you to be a parent. I don't want you to be a parent. You can't even have a couples ministry at the church because you don't want the couples to stay there. Only your couple is the one that's supposed to survive, or the couple, or you can. The only way the couple can survive is got to be controlled by you. But when you got people that can think for themselves, it's a problem. People really think they serving, bro. No, we was serving. We was really like that. We really was whatever was asked, Jared. We did it. When we didn't have money, she used to get mad at me. I told her to go on a savings account and give it. I said, the Lord gonna give it back. Chris, we ain't got time to put it in there. That hard. Yeah. We went that hard just to see, like, is it still gonna be worth it in? Look, boom. Yeah, we doing this, I'm telling you, bro, we got receipts, bro. So, I mean, hey, if they say they got receipts too, I want to see them. Bring them all. Because at the end of the day, half of them probably lying. I told one, I said, if you ever want to know who I've ever disclosed information to, I can tell you right here, right now. I said, if anybody else outside of the names I mentioned I said anything about you to them, they lying to you. I told them right then and there. I ain't got nothing to hide, cuz. Because at the end of the day, I have not always been good. People be, I swear they always been good. Like, you ain't never made a mistake. Some people, bro, like, people make mistakes. Like,
mistakes have been made.
Big mistakes have been made. People really fumble good people. And we were good people that got fumbled on. All right. It might be the cat waiting for you, man.
Hey.
I mean, this whole year is gonna be a year of exposure anyway. So it is what it is. Like I said, I said this year is, and then boom, that's when things started coming out like stuff. If people doing stuff they don't got no business doing, they better stop.
Exposure really started.
They better
last
stop.
Year.
That part.
Like last year, that's when it really started.
I'm gonna say
and it's still going into 2024.
They better stop. They better stop.
It's going to be exposure after exposure. Folk already being exposed at the beginning of the year.
They better stop.
At the end of last year.
It's bad this year. It's all coming out. That's why I'm just, like I said, I ain't got no, like I told her, man. Ain't no love lost, man. I said that.
Still love you.
You know what I'm saying? If I was to get a phone call right now, I'd be like, hey, can you, all right? Because that ain't never gonna change. But what has changed is I can't sit up on you. Yeah, I can't do it. Cause I can't really rock with you if you don't rock with my wife either. Right. And that's just Holly. That right there is just Holly and Ford. People really be out of wild, like knowing folks be like married and stuff, and like they really just don't be caring about this significant other, but they still want you in their life. No,
that doesn't work like that.
If you don't like me, I tell her all the time. A lot. Her folks rock with her. They don't rock with me. They choose to rock some, because not all of them. They choose to rock with me because they got to. Because if they want her to stay involved. But at the end, like I said, I don't trust people, man. I got a heart to help people, but I don't trust people because people be doing crazy stuff and they act like they won't get Homer Simpson out here. Like they really won't get strangled out here. Whether they got lace, weave, fronts, whatever, man. Because at the end of the day, like, I really step different. My fire is different when it comes to my wife.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know it was going to come like that. You know what I'm saying? It just kind of happened because I told God there's certain things that, you know, I had to step up, certain things I had to step up in order to be with her. I just didn't automatically just fit the puzzle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was still on the potter's wheel. I had to get some curvatures and stuff smoothed out because Lorraine is different. She's different. She's not like how every girl I've dated, you know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, like, I've never seen her, like, if she give you time and energy, like, she cares about you.
Yeah.
And I've seen her give people that, after a while, it just comes out they didn't deserve it. And then, like, for her to do all that just to get put out as a bad person,
Like,
is
I
insanity.
took you away.
It's crazy, bro. Like, it's crazy. I'm telling you, like I'm saying, like, I don't talk about this stuff, bro. And big disclosure, if you've lied on me, not you, if any person, whoever listens to this lied on me and said that, Chris, you lying, I will punch you in your eye. Look, for the ones I have this close to, you know who you are, you better stop lying, bro. And at the end of the day, like I said, I don't need no apology. I just need people to stop wasting time and be in my life. And really look, cause like, niggas miss us, and I can't say I don't miss bro. Man, y'all miss us, cuz stop playing with me, bro. We golden ducks. You know what I'm saying? We golden ducks out here in the pond, man. We rare.
Y'all are some of the most
Golden ducks out here, bro.
Shit,
Cause ducks be doing things,
But one last thing. How you honor one and not the other one?
all the time. Show, yeah, great.
But you can't do that.
Cannot.
How you
We one
speak
flesh.
to one and not the other one?
When we was out there that day, when they spoke to you, not one person said anything. Not one person. But apparently people got enough time to make phone calls. But hey,
All right, that's gonna do it for us today for Faith Encounters. Tune in this coming Saturday at 6 p.m. for part 3 of this conversation with Chris and Lorraine. Again, I want to hear from you. I want to hear how you can relate to their story. Put it in my DMs. Put it down in the comments. Remember to like and comment and subscribe, and so you will always be notified when we post our podcast. See you next time.